fine.
So what's the score here?
Yeah, no, look, it was nothing, just a misunderstanding.
No misunderstanding. He's here. Put the cuffs on him and throw away the key as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, well, that won't be necessary. And if there's any more nonsense from you, you're going to spend the night in a cell.
What?
You heard. Thanks for your assistance, Amy. If we need anything else, we'll be in touch.
What? Hang on a minute. What more do you need? He stood right here.
Steve, just leave it.
You had me well worried. I was desperate to see you.
Well, you have now, so bog off. Don't go leaving the country.
I think you've done enough.
It's okay. I'm just glad that you're all right.
Don't go.
Yeah, I think it's for the best. I'll be in touch, though, so...
I don't believe you.
What do you want me to do? Roll out the red carpet for him after what he's done?
He hasn't done anything.
Amy, look, I know you want to believe that.
Oh, it's not what I want to believe. It's the police. They checked the CCTV. Jacob didn't spite me.
What?
You're an idiot.
Steve, I think you need to back off. Just let me deal with it.
You sure you've got it right?
Yeah, I did exactly what it says here, and your pulse was going like the clappers. I phoned Dr. Van Cleef, but I'm worried about the time difference.
Well, where is he?
Cleveland,
What, Middlesbrough?
Ohio.
Well, he's probably in bed then, isn't he? Or sitting on his porch eating waffles and bacon.
Cardiologists don't eat waffles or bacon.
They all do in America.
Not Dr. Van Cleef. He's got so many letters after his name, he couldn't be in safer hands.
The problem is, right now, they're wrapped round a bacon butty 5,000 miles away. You're better off calling Dr. Gaddis.
No! She's a quack compared to Dr. Van Cleef.
Quack or no quack, at least she's on the same continent.
What are you doing?
Checking my pulse, so if you wouldn't mind being quiet so I can concentrate.
You can't do that. You're not qualified.
What, and you are? Last time you were in theatre was he Bonnie Tyler. 72, there you go, fine for a bloke my age.
72? Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. I was sure you had tachycardia.
I like this jumper.
It means a racing pulse. Are you certain you haven't made a mistake?
Yeah. Sorry to disappoint you.
Well, of course I'm not disappointed, but let me have another check, just to be on the safe side.
No, I'm gonna go before you get the flipping leeches out. I've had enough stress for one morning.
Maybe I should call Dr. Wailani. I wonder what time it is in Honolulu.
I realise I missed out a cliche.
That's the kind of cliche I like. I'm not keen on cleaning out the dirty vase afterwards, but they are beautiful.
And half the price they were. February the 14th was overpriced, overhyped, and over too quick. My way, you get more bang for your buck.
It's almost like you planned it.
I did not plan to play opera to Mr. Martin, trust me.
Why opera?
The guy wouldn't stop crying. Everything I tried just made things worse. I offered him minstrels from the minibar. Turns out that's his wife's favourite cinema snack. I said, how about a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc? That was the drink of choice at their wedding. I put the TV on to distract him, and up pops Rosemary in Time.
Okay, what's up with that?
Apparently it was on in the background when he proposed. Everything I said or did led back to his wife and kids.
Well, then all the more reason to want me to come over afterwards.
I know, but by the time I got ready, I was beaten. I just wanted to curl up and order room service.
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Feeling better?
Oh, yeah, I think I just needed to lie down. Can you sign off on the doorman order?
Yeah, just put it there.
Okay.
I wish I'd worn my thermals.
What?
The temperature in here just dropped about 50 degrees. Something I should know.
No, nothing to worry you. Just need to clear something up with her, that's all. Right, you're gonna go and put them in some water. Chop, chop, there's a good boy.
Any father would have hit him.
Jacob did nothing wrong.
Well, he didn't know that. Amy, have you got any idea what it's like to see your child lying there in a hospital bed? Especially for your dad with all those memories of Oliver.
It doesn't justify it. He's so lucky Jacob didn't dob him in. I would have done.
Hey, he was trying to protect you.
I don't need protecting.
Oh, do you not? Well, what's just happened to you?
Read my lips. The police said it had nothing to do with Jacob.
Look, I get it. I shouldn't have thumped him. But people like him, they're a magnet for trouble. Bad things happen around them.
What, so you're saying that's the reason you hit him? Because he was a magnet for your fist? Is that what you're trying to say?
You know what I mean?
No, I don't. Because it's gibberish. If I want to see Jacob, if I want to see anyone, I'll see him. 'Cause it's my decision, not yours.
Fresias and gypsophilias, a lovely combination, so vibrant.
Yeah, we didn't want anything too somber. Oliver's favourite top was orange. It's falling to bits, but he won't let me chuck it.
It's okay, Mum.
Yeah, you're right. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. No tears on Oliver's birthday.
Well, I shall make your bouquet extra special for a special little boy.
Thanks, Mary. Just hope that Steve can make it, you know, with all this going on with Amy.
Oh, she's been discharged from hospital, apparently. Her mum texted me. She's on the mend by the sound of it.
No thanks to Jacob. He was in that same club. He must have been the one who spiked her.
Well, I just don't understand what the twins were doing there. I mean, they're too young for nightclubs.
How did they even get in there? I mean, they must have had fake IDs or something.
You know, I don't know. No more than I know what young Amy is doing mixed up with Jacob.
Oh, hold on. He spiked a drink. She didn't get mixed up with him, not voluntarily.
Oh, didn't you know? According to Dev, Amy and Jacob are an item, or so Addy told him.
So, how are things?
Good. Good.
Good. And when I heard that you were expecting all those children, I was concerned. I mean, 5 kids, it's quite a responsibility. You're not finding it a stretch?
No. You just got to be organised. We're like a well-oiled machine in this house, aren't we, pal?
Yeah, totally. Do you want a biscuit, Grandma?
Oh, I don't mind if I do.
Oh, we don't have any.
We have. There were 3/4 of a packet of malted milk on the table last night.
No, Gemma's eating them.
All of them? There must have been about 20.
We've got some rusks, I think.
No, thank you. I think Gemma's saved me from myself. Besides, I've got a better idea. Why don't we all go for dinner at the bistro later on?
Yeah, sounds like a cracking idea, does that?
I already told you, my mum and dad aren't in.
Yeah, well, it's not them I've come to see. What are you playing at, seeing Jacob Hay?
Not you as well.
Don't take that tone with me, lady. How could you after everything he's done?
It's changed.
What, the drug dealer who spiked your drink last night?
It wasn't Jacob.
Oh, he just happened to be there, did he?
Look, the police said it wasn't him. They checked the CCTV. There's no evidence that connects it to him.
Other than the fact that he's a vicious little toe rag. Look, whether he spiked your drink or not, he nearly wrecked your cousin's life. Or does that mean nothing to you, Amy? Oi! Are you listening to me? Amy! What's wrong?
It's a text from Jacob's mate. Jacob's just been arrested. She wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. But I'd like to shake the hand of whoever it was who dobbed him in.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you that it wasn't him who spiked me. It's been done for supplying the fake IDs.
Quite right too, I think.
What, that you never went to a club when you were too young? You know, loads of people use dodgy IDs. He was just trying to help. That doesn't make him a bad person.
Except he is, Amy. He terrorised Si. He lured him into crime, which then forced me to do things that I could barely forgive myself for. And then he mocked me for grieving for Oliver. He laughed. If that's not the definition of a bad person, I don't know what is.
You don't know him the way I do.
I could say the same to you. Look, if you've got any sense, you will run a mile now before he shows his true colours.
Well, she had me at death's door. Practically ringing the doorbell, she was.
Really?
Yeah. One seminar, and she's Dr. Flipping Hilary Jones. I'm going to fall asleep on the sofa and wake up with her hands in my rib cage.
Do you know, all this stress is the last thing you need.
Yeah. I mean, she means well, and it's good that she's looking after me, but there's a limit. I mean, I'm all for plucky amateurs having a go at baking and pottery and sewing on the telly, but when it comes to open heart surgery, I draw the line, especially when it's mine.
It's totally unacceptable.
Well, I won't go that far. You all right?
Your mum, she's a total nightmare.
Well, that's a given. What's brought all this on?
Nothing.
She says in a way clearly suggesting something.
No, it's fine.
You know, in the times when I had other things to preoccupy myself, I'd let this go. I'd slope off to the pub and I'd watch the match or both. But since I can't really drink or get overexcited, I don't have them options anymore.
Oh, are you stuck with me, you mean?
Yeah, in the nicest possible way. I've not seen you all morning. What was that phone call about?
Well, if you must know, it was somebody flogging solar panels.
Solar panels. You're upstairs half an hour.
Well, you know how they wheel you in.
Well, you should have told him to look at the dialing code. Solar panels. We'd freeze to death in the dark round here.
Well, don't let Maria hear you talking like that. Anyway, that's not the way it works, Tim.
I don't need to hear his spiel. I'm bored, but I'm not that bored. Do you want another brew?
Yeah, go on.
Hey, can I get you another? I'm all right, thanks. Is everything all right? Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. You've been a bit offish all day. I don't appreciate people pulling a sickie when they've had a night on the pop.
No, I was genuinely ill.
And your night of oysters and champagne with your boyfriend had nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry.
Is that all you've got to say? I thought you were going to tell him he had to choose.
He has promised me that he'll leave his wife.
And you believe him? Lydia, that line, it's as old as time. I mean, it should be written in Latin. Has he given you a date?
I'm not going to give him a deadline. He's just waiting for the right moment.
It's never going to come. You need to wake up and smell the coffee like you should have done this morning.
I have apologised about work.
Do you know, it's not even about that. Although there's only so long I can turn a blind eye for. But is it really worth you putting your life on hold and compromising your work for a guy? Right, he's clearly stringing you along.
No, he's not. He said he's going to tell his wife, and he will.
If he can cheat on the woman he married, how can you trust a word he says?
You know, if that's what you believe, what are you doing with Adam? He's a serial womanizer, but I don't see you packing your bags. Is anybody sitting there?
Not at this precise moment, no.
Oh, I suppose I asked for that.
Sorry. How are you feeling after last night?
I'm okay. A bit tired, maybe. I just had to get away. My dad and Leanne are doing me head in.
Because of Jacob?
And he travels fast.
Simon told me Leanne was upset. She couldn't work out why someone as bright as you would go out with someone who locked people in a car boot. Or could be friends with the man who killed my mum.
It's not as simple as that, Sam.
If you say so.
Right, Sam, tea's ready.
Okay.
My mum tells me that your boyfriend's in a spot of bother.
Don't you start.
I'm not gonna. I've already done what I needed to.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
What do you think? He belongs inside. And after Addie told me about the fake IDs, I did what I had to do to put him there.
It was you.
Of course it was me, Amy. After what he put my family through, the things that he said. Nah, I'm gonna make sure that he never comes anywhere near this street again. Come on, Sam.
I'm gonna be washing up till Christmas.
It was the first time for everything, I suppose.
Hey, don't get chippy with me. If I hadn't palmed the quads off on my mum, then we'd be paying for 4 kids' meals on top. Or not paying, as it may be.
I didn't want Linda thinking that we were skin.
Why? Because she's Katie's mother?
No, because she's Joseph's grandmother.
Oh, but it's fine for the quad's grandmother to know that every tea bag gets free outings.
I've always liked it here, but it's amazing what you've done to the place.
Thank you very much. We do aim to please. You must have been worried about this one, though, eh? We all were. How are you now, young man?
Fine, thanks.
Well, I'm glad to see you back in one piece. Lovely to meet you.
I can recommend the rabbit and black pudding roulade. It's, mwah.
So, what on earth are you talking about? Where's Joseph been?
He was in hospital for a bit.
Hospital?
Yeah, he got knocked off his bike.
Well, was it serious?
No! No, we got winged by a van.
A van? What kind of van?
An ice cream van.
2 vans?
No, it's one guy. He sells kebabs and ice creams out the same truck.
Really?
Yeah, tough times, innit? You got to adapt or die.
But you're all right now? Good. Well, in the circumstances, you can order whatever you like. My treat.
Was I get hold of you?
Yeah, he texted me. Are you okay?
Yeah, well, yeah, never mind me. How are you doing?
Still feel a little bit rough.
So I've been bricking it all night, wondering how you were doing. Listen, I had to go to the hospital to find out I wasn't trying to cause any aggro.
I know you weren't. It's my dad's fault. So what did the police say?
Nah, a slap on the wrists. They got better things to waste their time on. Like finding out who spiked your drink. I'm going to ask around and see what I can find out. So.
Cheers.
What's up?
I can't do this. I'm sorry.
You don't think I had anything to do with...
Oh, not for a second. I know that you're not the person that you once were. But some people will never see that.
Okay, it's got nothing to do with other people.
Just when they're family. And they'll never accept you. So I have to end it now, before I get in too deep.
Okay. Okay, I can see that.
Sorry.
I brought it on myself. I was asking a lot to think I could just pitch up here and have people forget about everything that I did.
I just wish things were different.
Sorry, mate. You're, caught on camera.
It's all right. Don't want any trouble. Just look after her, yeah?
It's my life's work.
Look after yourself, Ames.
Ah, you got a minute, mate?
Well, no, not really. I've got to get this in for tomorrow.
Well, you can email it, 'cause you're not going in.
Well, why not?
Have you heard what's happened at Amy Barlow?
No.
Listen to this. So last night at school, somebody spiked a drink and she's ended up in hospital.
Is she okay?
Well, yeah, no thanks to the school. So until they get to the bottom of it, you can stay at home.
Well, I can't afford to miss any more school. I've missed enough as it is.
Yeah, exactly. We spent ages fighting to keep him in and now you want to take him out.
Well, it's for his own safety. I mean, they can send his work home.
Well, it's not just about the work. I don't want to miss AV Club.
I'm not putting you at risk for the sake of flaming AV Club.
Well, it's important to me.
I tell you what's important, not having to go through what I did, all right? And having to live with it every single day. So until the school find out who spiked that drink, you can stay at home, all right? No arguments.
No, just let him go.
He's not thinking straight.
Yes, well, you kicking off isn't going to help, is it?
How's it going?
Seriously?
Look, I remember what it was like to be your age. End of this week's love affair. It felt like the end of the world, but then, you know, the next one comes along, and then the next. And the next. The next.
What, so your attempt to cheer me up basically involves completely trivialising my relationship?
No, but, you know, a bit of perspective doesn't hurt.
Doesn't help either. Doesn't do a thing. Do you know what a platitude is?
And those weird otters with the duck's bill face.
Yeah, that's a platypus. A platitude's a remark. Usually patronising, moralising, or both. That's so cliched that it isn't worth anything. Certainly not worth hearing.
No wonder you're off to uni.
Sooner the better. I don't mean that. Sorry, Dad.
I know. Look, sorry about the platypus.
Platitude.
Look, I don't know what to say. I want what's best for you. And I want you to be happy, but this is one of those situations where I can't have both.
I can't wrap my head round it all. You know, splitting up with Jacob. Wondering who spiked me. Wondering if they'll try and do it again. It's just too much, Dad. It's all too much.
Listen, right. Why don't I do one of my special jellies? You know, with all the things inside and put the sprinkles on the top.
What, you think you can fix this with some stupid jelly thing? 18, Dad, not 8. You haven't got a clue. You never have had.
And if you've been affected by issues raised in this episode of Coronation Street, you can visit itv.com/advice for support information. Well, stay with us for the final part of The Bay. Here next.